I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, I smile too much. Well, do you ever smile excessively? Well, it's interesting that when I saw this particular email from this viewer, it reminded me of myself when I was young, because I used to do this shit a lot. And it's just because I didn't know how to deal with certain situations emotionally. And so what's interesting is when you feel an emotion in your body, if you're not comfortable feeling or expressing that emotion, it gets stored as muscle tension in your nervous system. And over time, it creates stress patterns. And so, like if you get nervous around other people, or you're unsure of yourself, or if you're talking to a girl that you really like, or you're talking to your girlfriend and she's talking about something that emotionally you're really not you don't know how to deal with. Like I remember one time when I was married, my wife was talking about something. I used to just sit there, and I had this grin on my face. This is like 15. It's like 15, 16 years ago at this point. Seems like it was yesterday. It was so long ago. And like, so she would be mad at me about something. And this is like, I was way clueless back then. And I'd be sitting there listening to her, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And so I'd just be sitting there. It could be something that she's emotionally upset about, or crying, or mad about, or whatever, and I'm still sitting there because I didn't know how to deal with it, just because it was uncomfortable for me. And so what I learned over the years is I became more comfortable in my own skin. I didn't smile as much, or I didn't smile as excessively, because it's like in essence I was making up for a feeling, like almost as if I had to apologize for myself. I had to apologize for being there. I had to apologize for the way I was. I had to apologize for not being good enough. And when you get to a place where you realize it really doesn't fucking matter, because I mean, at the end of the day, in the big scheme of things, everyone and everything in this world, even the people that you're afraid of what they're going to think of you, everything dissolves in this world eventually over time and won't be here, and will get replaced with something newer and younger and more attractive and smarter than all of us in the future. And so the only thing you can do really is just enjoy your life. And the quicker you can get to a place in your life where you really don't give a fuck what other people think about you, because it really doesn't matter, then the more it's going to free you, the more you're going to lose your attachment to what women think about you, what people around you think about you when you ask a girl out and there's 10 people standing around there in a really busy place, and you're maybe a high-end restaurant, you're maybe hitting on the bartender or one of the waitresses or the chick in the table next to you that's in this fucking really tight and hot business suit, and she's got an amazing body and amazing legs and gorgeous fucking eyes. So like I said, what happened to me is, like, over time I lost that and it got replaced with success, because in essence I was trying to make up for how internally I felt inferior in some way, insecure about myself, unsure of myself. And so I was basically making up with that, or for what I felt inside, by smiling excessively. And so over time, by building my confidence through practice, through having successes, learning how to communicate with a woman like an adult so I didn't feel so uncomfortable, and I didn't smile excessively. I just looked confident because I knew what I was doing. I knew how to open my girlfriend up. I knew how to open up the women that I was on a date with. Or I knew how to seduce a woman that I was on a date with. Or I knew how to seduce my girlfriend when 5 minutes before she was bitchy and pissed off and didn't want me to touch her. And 5 minutes later, she's fucking tearing my clothes off because I opened her up emotionally, because I knew how to talk to her. I knew how to communicate to her. I knew how to connect with her on that deep, loving, emotional level. And so, like I said, by applying the things that I teach and then I talk about continuously in these videos, that smiling will go away. And so this viewer, he says, I smile way too much during conversation, but if I smile when I first meet someone and then stop, I can tell they think I'm uninterested in them. When I was younger, I was shy and I smiled all the time, but now since I'm more confident, smiling all the time hurts my cheekbones. How do I talk to someone without smiling the whole fucking conversation? The best thing to do is don't worry about smiling. Smiling what's great about it is it comes up, makes you very friendly. It makes it easy for people to approach you. So talk loud, smile all you want, and just be confident and practice. And confidence comes from practice. Confidence comes from having one success after another by practice. Repetition is the mother of skill. It's like you do it over and over. That's why I say it's like no matter where you go, whether you're standing in line at the grocery store, even if the chick that's checking you out is butt ugly, it doesn't matter. Just talk to her and chat with her and flirt with her like you would anybody else, because you never know when you're going to pull up to a checking line, the girl's going to be smoking hot, or you're going to turn around and the chick that's standing next to you is smoking hot, and the reason she pulled over next to you is because she's got a lot of healthy stuff in her cart, and she saw all the vegetables and healthy stuff that was in your cart, and she eats like you, and she's healthy like you, and she just naturally was drawn and attracted to you because she heard you as she was walking up to the registers, joking and laughing around with the bag boy or the girl that was checking you out, just laughing and joking like the captain of the football team was. And so women, especially alpha females, they're just like all other women, are going to be attracted to the most dominant male. And so when they hear a dominant male in the distance, they're going to naturally be drawn to take their shopping cart right over to where you are, and it makes it really easy. It's like you don't have to try to meet anybody. They just kind of fucking show up because of how you're showing up. People see you and perceive you exactly how you perceive yourself. And so you obviously know that you've come a long way already from the way you used to be. And so by employing the things I talk about, the techniques, the strategies, the more you practice, the more you're going to see the things I talk about are really accurate, and it really does work. And that builds your confidence. And the more confident you feel, the less nervous you're going to feel. And the less nervous you feel, guess what? The less you're going to smile excessively. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, there's a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device already, on the right-hand side, there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now. And at the bottom of your screen, the Wibbly toolbar, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.